Plants way back here.
Even below my gum line, fellas.
The things I've seen wash out in my sink.
Invigorates your gums.
Oh, Waterpick removes leftover debris and plaque, even from hard-to-reach back teeth, for an experience worth sharing.
It's next level, man.
It's a Waterpick.
Waterpick.
A Waterpick?
Share the obsession.
I got this mountain bike for only $11.
DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. This KitchenAid mixer sold for less than $26. This iPad sold for less than $43. And this PlayStation 5 sold for less than $1.
I want these Bluetooth headphones for $20.
I got these 3 suitcases for less than $40.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Laura Rutledge with Bills head coach Sean McDermott.
Thanks, Steve. Coach, you just gathered your team together there at the end of that first quarter. What'd you tell them?
Yeah, we just got to calm down. We're trying to press to make plays and just be fundamentally sound and disciplined.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Steve.
What do you think there? I think he's right. It seems like the Bills may be a little overhyped on this home opener, all these expectations.
Yeah, look, you know what was interesting is that they said they embrace the expectations. They know how good they are. But at the same time, I mean, he's right. Sure. Just play the game. Yeah. They don't make it real complicated around here. He wanted it that way. He wants good people to play good, sound, fundamental football. And that's won him a lot of games, and it'll win him a lot of games going forward.
First down and 10. There's Micah Hyde creeping around the line of scrimmage. From the 42. Cushion not picked up and a sack. Tremaine Edmonds gets home. First sack of the night for the Bills.
Watch Edmonds fire. You'd love to see Henry abort the play action fake and go pick him up. Watch him rat left to the right. A little bit of a lack of communication by that Tennessee offensive line. It started with Hyde on the edge. It changes everybody's rules. Edmonds' patience shoots through the gap.
But you know what? That's a great job of playing tendencies too, right?
Yes.
By Leslie Frazier saying, look, first down, play action pass, personnel groupings in there. Let me see if I can fire one of my linebackers and get a seam and see if we can get a sack. Great play call.
Second and 18, Hassan Haskins. His first carry. The NFL, 4th round draft pick out of Michigan. Stopped by A.J. Epinesa. You see Jalen Hurts getting loose for Philadelphia. That'll be quite an atmosphere there at the link. The Eagles and the Vikings inside of a half hour over on ABC. Here in Buffalo, 7-all, early stages, second quarter. And a big third down for the Titans.
This is exactly where Buffalo wants you, and this is where Tennessee doesn't want to be. 3rd and plus. Now they can just sit back, make sure they keep everything in front of them. Let the front 4 tee off. See if they can get another sack. See if they can let number 30, Von Miller, go to work.
Tannehill underneath on a 3rd and 15. It's Traylon Burks. Burst of speed down the sideline. And a pickup of 16.
Unbelievable play. Here you got Von Miller against Petit Frere. He's going to try an inside spin. He's got Nate Davis sitting there waiting for him, but Traylon Burks, Dan, how about this? Coming across in a shallow crosser, and then he does what he does best.
Yeah, with the ball in his hands, he's a weapon, but I love that play call. It's a design screen. You free release your back. You have your tight end and wide receiver that side. All they're doing is going to make blocks downfield. Awesome call by Todd Downing, offensive coordinator.
7th in the nation in college in yards after catch a season ago at Arkansas. They showed you some yak there. Loss on the play. Not much for Henry. Tremaine Edmonds makes the stop for Buffalo.
You know, something that's going to have to start happening for Tennessee. Another unblocked defender in this offense. They're going to have to get better spots, locations. Right now, there's a lack of communication of where guys are going, both in the run and the pass game. Lou, if that keeps up, they're going to be in trouble because I would imagine Buffalo will keep coming after them.
Well, I can tell you this from a philosophical standpoint. The 2 linebackers of the Buffalo Bills, Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds, are playing downhill. We're going to get to you, Derrick Henry, before you can get going. And as soon as they get the read, they are out of there.
Trying to set up the screen to Robert Woods. And he'll make some people miss. And Robert Woods inside the 30. There is a flag down. It's a gain of 17. Check the penalty marker. Sound of the crowd says it's coming back.
I think they're going to get Ben Jones, the center. Trying to get out there.
Face mask, offense number 60.
15-yard penalty. Second down.
I don't see a lot of offensive face mask penalties.
Yeah, you see big man right here. You can see he's trying to get out here on the edge. He's going to try and get a block on Milano and starts losing him and just inadvertently grabs his face mask.
And that probably impacts the play. Milano was right there. He's certainly going to slow down Robert Woods, athletic linebacker that really sits under. Ben Jones is one of the best centers in all of the NFL, has had such a tremendous career. But that happens because of Milano's athleticism.
Jones so durable, played in 161 of a possible 162 games. 2nd and 26. What's Tom Downing dialing up here? Here's Tannehill, has a nice pocket. Trying to throw for a couple. There's Robert Woods on the receiving end. Taron Johnson makes the stop, pick up a 4, and it's 3rd down and forever.
You see Von Miller just trying to go to work out there on that left defensive side against Petit Frere. You see him using all the moves. He had a spin, and then he stabbed him with the long arm.
That was the ghost move, was it?
That wasn't it.
Okay.
You'll know it when he runs it. You might hear me scream up here because it's one of his best ones he's got. He'll bring it out sooner or later.
3rd and 21. Out to Phillips. Kyle Phillips won't even get the 50, pick up a 5, and it's 4th down. Bills defense holds.
And watch Matt Milano here. You want to see how you diagnose and then trigger and then run to the football out here on this wide receiver screen, and then boom, you put a perfect hit on a rookie wide receiver and say, hey, welcome to the NFL, buddy. I'm the best coverage linebacker in the NFL, if not one of the very best. That's how you run to the football and make sure you get off the field on 3rd down.
Ryan Stonehouse, rookie punter out of Colorado State.
False start. Offense number 20. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Got Lonnie Johnson Jr. on a false start on a punt.
Before that drive, Laura talked to Coach McDermott for Buffalo, and he was saying fundamentals, we got to settle down. And then Tennessee gets the ball, doesn't block Milano, doesn't block Edmonds, multiple penalties, significantly hurt that drive and their chances.
Jamison Crowder back deep for the Bills at his own 13. Got some pressure, but Stonehouse able to get it away. Crowder with a return. Just shy of the 20-yard line. Dylan Cole, special team stop, 50-yard punt. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings getting ready to take on the Eagles in Philadelphia over on ABC.
What's the move? Kinda wild out now. Catch a groove. She said, where you going? What's the move? Kinda wild out now. Catch a groove. What's the move?
No matter what you're in the mood for, with the all-new Royal Crispy Chicken lineup at Burger King, you can't go wrong. Classic, cheesy, spicy, or tangy. Reward yourself with any of the all-new Royal Crispy Chicken sandwiches today, only at Burger King.
Are you a referee?
Apple, Omaha,
Illegal substitution.
pylon.
Interception.
How many words? Breaking into words.
Oh, I know it. Helmet catch.
Stop guessing the helmet catch.
Is it the Caesars Sportsbook app with Caesars rewards where the more you play, the more stuff you earn, and they have fast payouts because Caesar is the man?
Yes! Is that a thing?
How is that even possible?
Nice job, Coach.
It's 27 words. Worst clues ever.
Pretty obvious.
Possible.
Who guesses that? Who was my favorite, Archie?
Flo, you're here. This pipe just burst on me.
Well, you bundled home and auto with Progressive, so you have round-the-clock protection on all your stuff, like that cardboard TV.
I told Props to switch that out. Okay, everyone, that's a wrap.
Wait, you faked this whole thing?
I knew it was the quickest way to see you.
Oh, I'm sorry, John, but I'm already in love with insurance.
You know that's weird, right?
Well, any weirder than faking a burst pipe?
Got a little carried away. This is the NFL at your fingertips. This is your game on the go. Wherever you are, this is how you football. NFL Plus. Start your free trial today.
ESPN's Monday Night Football is brought to you by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. I mean, these teams meet every year, it seems, fifth consecutive year. Last year in Nashville, Derrick Henry rushed for 3 touchdowns. The last coming with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, put the Bills up 34-31. And with 22 seconds left in the game, Josh Allen would say he slipped, but Simmons would say he made the stop, and that was the critical point of the game. And the Titans victor. The Titans have won the last 2 showdowns. Here's Josh Allen, cool and calm in the pocket, and coming across is Isaiah McKenzie, able to make the grab. Pick up a 28, wow.
It's an awesome job by McKenzie in the slot. Get past the nickel. Now bleed inside and let Josh Allen hold you up before those safeties get there. Little ball fake to get the linebackers up. I love that route by McKenzie and then that throw by Josh Allen.
Nickel has got to help out the safeties when you're in a split safety defense. You got to carry those verticals. Otherwise, they will assault the middle of the field over and over again against cover 2.
That's the challenge when you give that ball fake, right? Especially when you've committed to running the football a little bit and put the quarterback underneath. It just gives those linebackers, they really got to make a decision. And I love the tempo right now from Buffalo Wild on the ball.
Good to see Knox back in the game, makes his second grab, and on 2nd down and 1, a lot of finger pointing.
Approachment, defense number 93, 5-yard penalty, results in the first down.
Just think of the burden that this offense can place on a defense if they are consistently willing to run the football and just forcing them to be a little bit more balanced and honest defensively. That's really two-dimensional. I can throw it or run it whenever I want if I'm Ken Dorsey offensively.
Allen's out of the shotgun, has Singletary, top of the screen.
That's where the physicality of this revamped offensive line, this improved offensive line, led by Roger Saffold, Spencer Brown, they make you honor that now.
5 in the pattern. For Josh, rolling to his right. Deciding he wants to roll to and throwing, end zone, and it's incomplete. Flag comes in. Dawson Knox tried to run under it. Caleb Farley had the coverage.
While the quarterback was in the pocket, illegal contact, defense number 51, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Oh, they got David Long, the linebacker. You're going to see him here. He's just going to try and get a reroute down the field. And you see he's at about 6.5, almost 7 yards. And they're going to start calling that a lot more. It's been a point of emphasis, making sure they call that illegal contact past 5 yards. David Long just got nabbed for it.
First down and 10 for the Bills at the 35 of the Titans. Here's Singletary. Pick up 3. Let's go back and look at that flag again.
So part of me says, yes, that is illegal contact because it's down the field.
What about the other part of you?
But, I mean, he barely touches him, and he's like 8 yards down the field. And I'm an offensive guy.
But you know what? By letter of the law, if it's past 5 yards, you call it, right?
Sure.
But hey, as a defensive player, I get your point.
Here's John Parry. John, what do you say about that?
The point of clarification for this season, and this one rule maintains the balance between offense and defense like no other rule. It doesn't matter how much the contact is. This is a defender who is beyond 5 yards, who steps outside the frame and makes contact. That impedes the route.
Johnson, Philadelphia. The Eagles and Vikings getting ready on ABC. Here's Allen. Quentin Morris. Going to bring up a 3rd down and short. Picked up 6 on the play. First-year player out of Bowling Green in his NFL debut.
Josh is doing a great job of when he gets that cut receiver down and tight end to that same side, soft corner into the boundary, just kicking that ball out to the perimeter for easy completions.
3rd and 1 upcoming. 7 different receivers for Josh Allen tonight. He was an amazing 26 of 31 on the opening Thursday of this NFL season. He threw 2 interceptions as well. 3rd and 1, wants to throw for it, and he skips it off the turf. Had Kumaro and makes a mistake. And just you talk about the accuracy, he missed on that one.
Yeah, he has Kumaro out in the flat because you see that defense late reacting to get out leveraged by Kumaro coming across the formation in motion. That's a rare miss by Josh.
And I would love to sit in there and tell you bad mechanics. I think it's just a miss. He can make that throw with those poor feet.
4th down and 1 from the 25. Why not? Trying to get the Titans to jump. And Naquan Jones looked like the guilty party. The officials trying to buy some space for themselves there. Titans defense had just 1 penalty last week, guys. 3 penalties on the Titans defense on this drive alone.
False start. Offense, number 75. Defensive player was not in the neutral zone. 4th down.
So that's on Van Roten, who has replaced Mitch Morse at the center position. Do you see a flinch?
No, he's saying that Naquan was not in the neutral zone. No.
The Bills will bring out Tyler Bass.
I got to see a down the line angle before I can sit there and say that's a good call by those officials.
49-yard field goal attempt from Bass, who was just 1 for 1 in the opener. Bills didn't kick many field goals. What about the touchdowns against the Rams? And on a windy night in Orchard Park, Bass boots that through. 7:20 to go in his first half in Buffalo. And after trading touchdowns, Bills get a field goal to go up by 3.
At Chipotle, our garlic guajillo recipe brings a whole new dimension to steak. Our most tender cuts, hand-seasoned and grilled fresh, mixed with garlic and guajillo peppers, finished with fresh lime and cilantro. All new garlic guajillo steak. It's a whole new dimension of flavor.
It takes fight to be a full-time fan. There'll be good days and bad ones. But when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Modelo, brewed for full-time fans, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
At HomeLight, we asked, could real estate be better? Yes. Our modern solutions replace stress and risk with simplicity and certainty, so you can move forward with confidence in days, not months. Start today at HomeLight.com.
Let's show the world what it means to be a fan. The world's largest collection of fan gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
When we started our business, we were paying like an arm and a leg for the postage. I remember setting up ShipStation. I think it was just like 1 or 2 clicks. Everything was up and running. I was printing out labels and saving money.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, like, we're cut in half, just like that.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
We're told that success is all about making it on your own. But the truth is,
Need some help? Come on, get in.
nothing great gets done alone. That's why there's Shopify. With Shopify, you can set up your online store, you can sell on social media, or you can sell in person with our point-of-sale system. It doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Join the millions defining success on their own terms. Start your journey with a free trial today.
All right, let's go look back at this again on the 4th and 1 play, guys, the penalty call.
I think this is a big important. Watch the left hand from the center, right when he makes contact there. There is no crossing of the neutral zone, which is the length of the football. It's a reaction by those centers. They're often taught, hey, if they jump, you tap them, especially on fourth down. Just awesome reaction by the defense to get back out of that neutral zone area, but he never crossed it. It's the correct call by the officials.
Bass will kick it away. Sean Haskins. Titans touchback, and we're back in 30 seconds after a word from Nissan.
Bryce, they let you off campus.
What's going on,
Because
Timo?
you know when I was the first ever sophomore to win the high school.
Whoa. What's up, Bryce? Go, 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 go.
What's going on here?
Just a little friendly competition, you know.
That's cute, Derek, but the competition was reps.
Just can't read this guy.
Let's go.
For your destiny!
The Bills lead. Tennessee Titans have the football. Derrick Henry, 6 carries, 12 yards so far tonight.
That's exactly how you want it if you're Buffalo up front. This new improved, heavier, stouter defensive line on the interior doing the job so far.
They give it to the big fella. Picks a hole. Jordan Phillips able to bring him down. Gain of 4.
Jordan Phillips signs this year on a 1-year, $5 million deal. It's the second go-around here in Buffalo. You're talking about a big, big man, 6'8", 330 pounds. If you turn on the tape last week or week 1 against the LA Rams, you see 97 making plays all over the place.
See the 5 pressures. Again, no Ed Oliver, no Tim Settle. A couple of big bodies in the middle of that Buffalo defense. Guys like Phillips can pick it up. Henry is met and stopped. Von Miller, first in, loss of 4 on the play.
It's Von Miller right here. Just watch him swim. Jeff Swaim on the edge. Right there. Just quick swim. Make sure you get back outside. Make sure you put the edge, set the edge on the runner. Make Derrick Henry have to stop his feet. Stop and start. Stop and start. Von says, I'm not just a pass rusher. I can play the run too.
3 of Derrick Henry's 8 runs tonight have gone for negative yardage. 3rd and 10.
Look at that overload away from Von Miller.
Bills rushing 4. Tannehill gets the Haskins leaking out of the backfield, and he'll just get back to the line. 4th down. Kaiir Elam makes the critical stop. Down to Laura.
Steve, Titans left tackle Taylor Lewan is questionable return with a knee injury. Remember, he has not played in every game of the season since 2017. One of the games he had a bad injury in last season was week 6 against the Bills, a concussion.
Okay, Laura, thank you. Tough news there for the Titans. Trailing by 3. Stonehouse back to punt it away. No pressure this time. Jamison Crowder backtracking and signals for the fair catch. Buffalo will take over from their own 22 after a 52-yard punt from the rookie Ryan Stonehouse. Justin Jefferson and the Vikings getting ready to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Less than 10 minutes away over on ABC.
If you shop with the Walmart app, you know everything you need is right at your fingertips. So you can spend a little less to get a little more to make life a little better.
Well, heard my baby sister's buying a car. You'll need my secret weapon.
Gross. No. Anyway, I already used Capital One Auto Navigator. It was awesome. I found my car online and I got pre-qualified instantly.
Bet your credit score went.
Wasn't affected at all. Then I got my real rate monthly payment, had an amazing test drive at the dealer, and made this purchase.
What?
Hold on, check it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What's in your wallet?
With DirecTV, I can get live TV and on demand together. Football, housewives. Football, housewives. Football, housewives.
Whoops. Oh, no. The housewives are on the field. I repeat, the housewives are on the field.
I just want to talk! Who flips the table?
Get your TV together. Call 1-800-DIRECTV to save up to $120.
Week 3 kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile phone with NFL Plus.
You're not in Kansas anymore. You're on Pandora.
This Friday, Avatar is back in theaters for a limited time only.
Outstanding.
Witness the ultimate adventure. The wait was meant to be seen.
You have a strong heart. No fear.
In stunning 4K high dynamic range. Avatar, rated PG-13, returns to theaters in 3D in all formats. Friday. Tickets on sale now.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. Steve Levy, Louis Riddick, Dan Orlovsky, Laura Rutledge, and our outstanding ESPN Monday Night Football crew from Western New York. Everybody puts Green Bay on their bucket list, right? Come check out Buffalo for a home game, too.
It's been incredible, this atmosphere. Absolutely electric.
How about a ride in here today, Steve?
Yes.
These people are passionate. They always have been since I was a kid coming up here in the early 80s. Not a whole lot has changed, man. They love their Bills.
They were treating us like we were part of the Tennessee Titans, weren't they? Those tinted windows in the car. Singletary, not much. And a loss. Loss of 5 on the play. Tier Tart in the middle of that Titans defense.
What an unbelievable job by Tart of just getting into Roger Saffold, who we talked about early on as being one of the guys who's the physical tone setter. Getting lockout, getting both of his hands on him, and now just creating a second and long situation. This is the kind of game Tennessee likes to play. Physical up front, make you earn it, get you in second and longs, play the field position game. They're playing it to a T.
2nd and 15. Titans rush 4. Allen throwing and completing. It's Dawson Knox.
This is awesome by Knox. He's going to run a seam. Watch him get right behind this linebacker. Now, when he gets behind that backer, I need you to slow down and give me your eyes. Ball out right now, Josh. Hold him up a little bit. Instead of running to that coverage, lose a beautiful job of that feel behind the linebacker, sit in that window.
You know what? It absolutely is. And I'll tell you what, David Long has to do, like maybe get even more depth. See if he can just sink a little bit more to help out the safeties there in that split safety look. But how has the game changed? You see how Kevin Byard just basically pulled up and just tackled him 10, 15, 20 years ago? That would have been one of those shots that's on one of those highlights.
Deep shot, Allen. And Kumaro, he's got it. For 39.
Great job by Kumaro. Went off the line of scrimmage. Shake. Now hold your stem. Little arm twirl. And then run away from number 3, Caleb Farley.
Look, Caleb really didn't do anything wrong as far as the first part of the down. He was patient at the line, got the inside offhand jam, but then he just lost phase with him. I mean, Jake just gave him a real subtle move and was able to gain some separation, and then he lost phase with him. But it's good work at the line of scrimmage. You just got to finish the play. Kumaro's one of those guys who Josh Allen said, I'm going to be dependent on him without Gabe Davis.
Allen wants to throw again, has all sorts of time to pump, and the throw, and it's caught. It's Diggs across the middle to the 13, pick up a 16.
Watch Josh peek to the right. He's going to get this ball fake. Now, I want you guys to see right at the top of his drop. Peek right. That's going to widen that defender. That opens up that window for Stephon to come leaking into. Those are like those little nuance things, right, Lou? Great job by Steph.
He is going to work on those seam defenders right now, man. Moving them around. They're getting caught a little shallow, not dropping with enough depth. And there's a quarterback who's playing next level right there.
Yeah, with McKenzie, the receiver in the backfield. Quick screen out to Diggs. And he'll be inside the 5 in forward progress. Pick up 9 there. That might take us down to the 2-minute warning. Indeed it will. Buffalo with a 10-7 lead, knocking on the door and looking for more.
My job on game day? I'm cocktail coordinator. You want the best job too? Enter for your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Cheers.
Thanks, Anthony. Being a coordinator can be tough. You always have to be prepared to mix it up. From the 2-minute drill to the final plays of the game, a coordinator works to ensure his team is ready to deliver the win at a moment's notice. Visit bestjobinamerica.com to submit your game day cocktail recipe, and you can become a Smirnoff cocktail coordinator this season.
Why do nearly 1 million businesses choose Stamps.com to mail and ship? No more trips to the post office. No more paying full price for postage. And great rates from USPS and UPS. Mail letters. Ship packages. Anytime, anywhere. For less. A lot less. Get our special TV offer. A 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com/try and never go to the post office again.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
I am an annuity, but I need cash now.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. They help thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments, but you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
877 cash now.
877 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
Coming out of the 2-minute warning. Stay tuned for the All-State halftime. Adam Schefter with an insider update. And the Vikings and Eagles just about to kick off in Philadelphia over on ABC. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles look at the football first as the Bills look to add to their lead with 2 timeouts. Devin Singletary in the backfield. 2nd down and 1, just inside the 5. Allen steps up to avoid the pressure and throws, and it is incomplete. It was intercepted but out of bounds. Amazing athletic play by Amani Hooker. If you like safety play, you've got 4 great ones in the game tonight.
Yeah, I do like safety play. You see Amani right here. Typically, when you're trying to catch up to a wide receiver, you tell him, keep your eyes on the man and run to the hip because you can't run as fast when you're looking back at the quarterback. But that is a great effort by Hooker.
Does he get that left foot down with this?
Wow. Well, I think the ball touches the ground, though. I think it looks like it moved as he...
Man, they snap it. Singletary. Flag comes in. And they shut it down. This is not a challenge. It's the other kind of flag. It's the penalty flag.
Illegal snap. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Of course, the challenges only come from upstairs inside of 2 minutes.
So I think Buffalo gets to the line of scrimmage with tempo to make sure the challenge doesn't happen. Maybe they call it on Roger Saffold. There is no 75 on their offense. He's 76, but it looked to me that he got set.
3rd down and 6. See the Vikes and Eagles underway. James Cook is in there, top of your screen. Allen completed. Coming across. Dawson Knox. They have him spotted short. Ronnie Johnson, strong safety, able to make the tackle.
If I'm Tennessee, I'm thinking about calling timeout.
Buffalo staying aggressive, keeping the pressure on.
4th and 1. 5 to snap it. Looked like Al was waiting for him to jump, and the flags do come in.
That's exactly what he was doing. Got Jeffrey Simmons.
Prior to the action by the defense, second charge timeout, Buffalo. 30 seconds.
Saw McDermott called a timeout before they were able to get Jeffrey Simmons to jump off sides.
They weren't even going to run a play. They're just going up there to use cadence, bleed clock, more than likely kick that field goal.
So the Bills are left with one timeout, 1:07 left. Eagles have a third down coming up. Look like just across midfield against the Vikings. That action on ABC.
Usually offensively, you don't use hard count here because it's not worth it, because you're going to get backed up. You just really want to go call a good play, see if you can get a man-to-man matchup for one of your playmakers. There goes the safety back with the back. Josh is thinking man-to-man.
4th down and 1. Fake to Moss. Allen wants to throw across his body. It's caught. Stephon Diggs for the touchdown. The easiest touchdown catch he'll ever make. (16-7) Buffalo. Here's Bass for the extra point. He's made 75 consecutive extra points, make it 76. With 60 seconds to play in this opening half.
And you're going to see some confusion right here with Caleb Farley on this motion that comes in and comes back out. You're going to see Zach Cunningham come out here in the flat, and watch Caleb Farley. He just drops Stephon Diggs, who goes across the back of the end zone, and you can see there's lots of confusion throughout the down here. You see Farley right there. You can see it come open immediately.
That vision, right, Lou? By Farley amidst man-to-man coverage. They got McKenzie. His guy widened with him. Farley's got to stay with Stephon Diggs. Great playmaking by Josh Allen. I love the reaction. That play really is designed for McKenzie. Defense wins the rep. Are you good enough as a quarterback to go above and beyond the X's and O's?
Stephon Diggs led the NFL in receiving and yards in 2020, his first season in Buffalo. He was off to another massive start.
One of the things the defensive coordinator Shane Bowen told us was, I just want to see consistency in technique and fundamentals, particularly out of a guy like Caleb Farley. See, those are the kind of things that are just going to drive Mike Vrabel nuts, because that's not making him earn it. That's giving it to him because you aren't sure of what your assignment is and how to execute it. And against a team like Buffalo, you just can't afford that.
What's the challenge for a young player like that in that moment when you give them so much to look at, but it's man-to-man? Like, my thought, Lewis, is like, you got your eyes on your guy. There's nowhere else that you should look. What's the real challenge out of that for them?
Well, really, it's just about consistency. Look, I mean, we know when we get tired, we get in pressure situations, people just react differently. And you start trying to see too much, and then you don't see anything. And that's exactly what happened. He just spun around like a top in the end zone.
Eagles in the red zone. Titans back inside their own 20. Von Miller got the pressure on Ryan Tannehill.
You want to know what the ghost move is? Here it is, folks. Watch this. Now you see me, now you don't. I just got underneath you. He put his arm up. He almost posted him a little bit, but he just dips underneath you, gets about as high as a coffee table, and then he's gone. The guy has got every move in the bag at his disposal, and there it was, his signature one that everybody waits for him to run.
See the Eagles inside the 5 now. We're inside the final minute. Here in Buffalo, the Titans. Tannehill on 2nd and 10. Steps and fires, and it's caught. It's Burks. Pick up a 12, his 3rd catch. And there's an injured player down for Buffalo.
Burks and Dame Jackson.
Clock is stopped, 45 seconds left in the half. You hear the groan from the crowd.
By rule, with an injury under 2 minutes, this requires charge team timeout. This is Buffalo's 3rd final charge timeout of the half.
It looks like Dane was a little bit of a victim of friendly fire right there from Edmonds, who came in at the end, and you see his head just get driven backwards.
Wow. Tough shot there.
Oh, that's scary.
Okay, hear me out. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can change the game with the power of Visa. You, me, Derrick Henry, this shopkeeper, and even these kids. Derrick's using Visa to load up the next generation. Let's go, baby! They're gonna be tackling and footballing and stiff-arming anybody they can get their little hands on. Yeah, nobody's safe. They're gonna be champions. Well, one day. I got one.
So life at the home of SiriusXM is always interesting.
Brandon Marshall is about to give you the scoop.
Spill the tea.
How about Brad Paisley? He never takes his hat off, ever.
True.
2 Chainz wears 1 chain. And Conan's hair isn't naturally red. He washes it with fruit punch. Oh, and Alice Cooper, around here, we call him Alice Poop.
Nope.
I gotta go. You always get me in trouble, Tinks.
It's gonna be a touchdown.
Good morning, America.
Is my hair on fire?
Not yet.
Injured player, Dane Jackson, is still down, and the cart is on its way out.
No matter where I am, NFL Plus is how I football.
Kelsey reaches for the touchdown.
I'm talking live, local, and primetime regular season games. Live audio from every game this season.
Dalvin Cook.
45-minute game replays and more.
Allen over the middle to Diggs.
This is the NFL at your fingertips. This is live games on your phone or tablet. This is how you football. NFL Plus. Start your free trial today.
Football ready?
You can't not be hyped for this.
With NFL Network and NFL Red Zone, you are.
You're in the right place.
NFL Network has 24/7 coverage.
Let's break this thing down.
And exclusive live games.
They have the talent.
And NFL Red Zone gives you every touchdown from every game.
What a day.
Sunday afternoon.
We were built for days like today.
You're always inside the huddle.
That's a perfect dream.
And we're just beginning.
OMG!
Go to getNFLnetwork.com and get it all today.
You are not in Kansas anymore. You are on Pandora.
This Friday, Avatar is back in theaters for a limited time only.
Outstanding.
Witness the ultimate adventure. The wait was meant to be seen.
You have a strong heart. No fear.
In stunning 4K high dynamic range. Avatar, rated PG-13, returns to theaters in 3D in all formats. Friday. Tickets on sale now.
Que tú lo que quieres es perder tu tiempo.
A Big Ten battle in a blackout. There's a lot of energy when these teams get on the field together. The Badgers are out to upset the undefeated Buckeyes.
This is a big-time game.
Wisconsin, Ohio State, Saturday on ABC.
The new iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yep, the camera is incredible.
Ooh,
And you'll get our best deal.
nice. But everyone should get it.
Everyone can get it.
Every new customer.
And every existing customer.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every-
iPhone.
Okay, my work here is done. Everyone gets the best deal on every iPhone. It's amazing.
Everyone gets AT&T's best deals on every iPhone. Get the new iPhone 14 Pro on us.
Are you coming for my job?
They say a good steak shouldn't be covered in sauce. That's why this prime rib is covered in fire-roasted peppers and provolone. But if you want sauce, it's in the bag. Arby's, we have the meat.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a bomb breeze.
And our strong knees.
It's Andy and Snoop.
And we're eating Guam cheese.
Guam cheese?
Yeah, I don't know. I ran out of rhymes.
Dane Jackson being helped into an ambulance now. Down to the field, here's Laura Rutledge.
Yeah, Steve, it's a very emotional scene down here as all the Bills players were gathered around as they were putting Dane Jackson on the ambulance. As soon as we know more, obviously we'll tell you an update, but it's very quiet in here, yet you can hear some of the players emotional with each other as they're watching this scene. And once again, Dane Jackson, everyone gathered around. The ambulance was brought out immediately as soon as it was signaled for, and then he's been loaded on it. So we'll continue to watch this as the ambulance is now pulling away off of the field.
And no one more upset than that man, Tremaine Edmonds. We'll get the very latest on Dane's status and how he's doing as soon as we can. .45 seconds left now in the half. Always tough for both teams to come out of that emotional scene and try to snap the football here. Make a play.
All players understand how dangerous the game can be. But man, that's just something that absolutely makes you sit and think for a minute, and then you got to keep moving forward.
First down and 10 for the Titans. 37. 45 seconds left in the half. Tannehill, he's going to be dropped and sacked. Lucky to hang on to the football. Greg Rousseau got there. Second sack of the night by the Bills defense.
You're going to see Greg Rousseau. He moves inside to a 3 technique spot. He's rushing over Aaron Brewer, who's only about 270 pounds, one of the lightest offensive linemen in the NFL. And he just takes him and bull rushes him, Dan, and just overpowers him. Hands right in his chest. He can't do anything with it.
And how about this? He's on the same side as Vaughn, inside of him. I'm going to go send my back. Haskins to go chip on Von Miller. That creates that one-on-one for Rousseau.
Play clock and game clock are synced up. And that'll take us to halftime.
This is the end of the first half.
The All-State halftime report is coming up next. 17-7, the Bills lead the Titans at halftime.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Ow, what a hit. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to cover that might tank your season.
So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem like me. Woo!
This is the Allstate Halftime.
Welcome to the Allstate Halftime, the first dueling doubleheader on a Monday night. In a moment, we'll take you on ABC out to the Vikings and Eagles. But let's get started, Adam, with some news off of Sunday. And the melodrama for the 49ers takes an unusual turn.
Well, Susie, Trey Lance underwent surgery today. They repaired his fractured fibula, and he also had ligament damage in that ankle, but they're projecting him to make a full return next season. Mike Evans suspended one game after Sunday's brawl. This is the second time that he has been suspended one game from the National Football League after having a little fracas with Marshawn Lattimore, the Saints cornerback, on Sunday. And Kyler Murray, police are investigating an allegation that a fan hit Murray after Sunday's win. Murray went to celebrate with some fans near the stands. One of the Raiders fans hit him. It's up to police now to determine what happened. And there is video of the particular incident, but you could see on the video how stunned and surprised Kyler Murray was and how angry he was when he swung back around.
I think we all feel bad for Trey Lance, but now Jimmy G, that insurance policy they didn't think they were going to have, he steps in. And quite frankly, I think if you're a 49er fan, you got to feel pretty good because the guy that's taking you to a Super Bowl and an NFC Championship game, now your backup quarterback comes in, and he seemed to give the team a lift of confidence. Hopefully he can have that same production as in the past.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo makes his official debut in prime time against Denver on Sunday night. Vikings and Eagles on ABC. Let's take you for a live look-in with Joe Troy and Lisa.
Run this play action and the RPOs. It's hard for these officials to pick that up, but they've got it now a couple times.
Here is a snap that ends up hitting the ground, and Sanders is on top of it, and Zadarius Smith was on top of him, a loss of 3.
Yeah, just didn't look it in. I was going to say, the snap, everything seemed to be fine. They're fortunate that Sanders right there to get on it.
So the penalty, then that 3-yard loss, 2nd and 18.
A.J. Brown in the slot.
Hurts over the middle, pass is caught. Watkins made the grab. He's going to be short of first down yardage, a 16-yard pickup to make it a 3rd and short.
Well, they're out there doubling him, and he totally turns around Patrick Peterson. But the best part of this is Jalen Hurts, once he gets flushed, he steps up and he moves to his right. He's got his eyes down the field. And what a great job by just sitting down right in the hole between Peterson and the safety right there. They've had a couple of those completions now where they've got defenders in the area. They're just not coming up and taking the receivers when they come into their zone.
Blitz coming from the Vikings. Hurts keeps, throws, easy pickup, but a flag on the play. Goddard has a first down. We'll see if it'll stand, and it won't. That'll be offensive pass interference.
Pass interference. Offense number 6. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
I think that's a bad call. I think it's obvious what they're trying to do. But Devontae Smith, he avoids the contact. You're going to see him as he comes out. He's going to try to avoid then as he's going to run the rub, and he gets out of the way. Yeah, that's not a good call at all.
Next, Sirianni agrees with you and the crowd that just saw it on the video board here in Philadelphia. 3rd penalty on the offense already. Brings up 3rd down and 12. Hurts is sacked from behind, and that's Danielle Hunter. Wanham is the
Eagles up in their home opener. Halftime in Buffalo between the Titans and the Bills. Josh Allen fakes and finds his fullback. Reggie Gilliam doesn't get a ton of touches, but he put the Bills on the board first.
You're watching the Allstate Halftime. Allstate, reminding you that football season is mayhem.
iPhone 14 Pro. It's amazing.
Yep, the camera is incredible.
Ooh,
And you'll get our best deal.
nice. But everyone should get it.
Everyone can get it.
Every new customer.
And every existing customer.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Every-
iPhone.
Okay, my work here is done. Everyone gets the best deal on every iPhone. It's amazing.
Everyone gets AT&T's best deals on every iPhone. Get the new iPhone 14 Pro on us.
Are you coming for my job?
With 7 seconds, maybe you have time for a quick out and then a Hail Mary. He'll throw it, and this will end it. Or will it? He flips it back outside. Finds an opening. Oh, look out. He's got room. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A miracle. Unimaginable what has taken place. How did it happen?
Welcome back to the All-State Halftime.
Bills up 17-7 at halftime. Boog, how the Titans get back into this?
Well, they can't run the football with Jordan Phillips or the Bills stopping up the middle, so they're going to have to throw the football. So some of these young receivers are going to have to step up, whether it be Burks or Woods, and Tannehill is going to have to prove that he can throw the football down the field. He's got to do it at some point. Why not now in the second half?
Interesting night that we got A.J. Brown not in Tennessee, but A.J. Brown in Philadelphia on Monday Night Football.
It's all too much. And, of course, our best wishes to Jane Jackson.
Absolutely.
We're sure Laura will
Yes,
keep us up
absolutely.
to date on that. Bills up 17-7 at halftime. Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs, who just continues to raise the level of this offense, and his quarterback wide open.
Yeah.
Bills have the lead. Second half coming.
Thank you for watching the All-State Halftime.
Getting outdoors is all about the experience, the challenge, the views, the victories. We put that in the bottle. Clean ingredients like coconut oil, activated charcoal, and shea butter. No harsh chemicals, outdoor-inspired scents, and recycled packaging. Everyman Jack. Naturally derived, outdoor-inspired.
Never be afraid of your strength, because your body is capable of amazing things. Own your strength and see how far it takes you. Tonal, be your strongest.
Why do nearly 1 million businesses choose Stamps.com to mail and ship? No more trips to the post office. No more paying full price for postage. And great rates from USPS and UPS. Mail letters. Ship packages. Anytime, anywhere. For less. A lot less. Get our special TV offer. A 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com/try and never go to the post office again.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business, he relied on freshness, quality, variety, and service. We still deliver the freshest nuts, dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families all around the country. Nuts.com. Enjoy free shipping on your first order.
ESPN Plus has more live games than ever before. So you can go live with Troy and Joe on Monday nights.
Are we live?
Go live from London way too early. And go live on Wild Card Weekend with live analysis, live odds, and all the live squabbling. Get ready for football with ESPN Plus.
You ready yet?
Are you ready or not? Sign up for ESPN Plus today.
Meet Google Pixel 6a, a smarter phone for a smarter price, powered by the Google Tensor chip. So your camera can see in the dark with Night Sight. Fix your photos with Magic Eraser. Photograph all skin tones accurately with Real Tone. And last up to 72 hours with Extreme Battery Saver. It's all you want in a phone. Google Pixel 6a. Save up to $150 on an unlocked Pixel 6a with qualified activation.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. X-Chair has done it again with our groundbreaking LMX technology, providing hours of infinite comfort no matter where in the world you're sitting. By synthesizing the universe's elements, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience, our mission is to help you discover that every workday can happen with body and mind in an out-of-this-world place of comfort and productivity. X-Chair is charting a new course, helping workers everywhere find comfort as their work worlds zoom back and forth. Even though your work reality may continue to shift, we've got our eye on the future of work so you can focus on the present. At X-Chair, we're gazing ahead. And from where we sit, the future still feels good. Get $100 off at xchair.com today.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Tonight's first half highlights are presented by Target.
Melo made it right.
Every Bills home game is treated like a holiday here. Tries to hurl for the first down. Gives it to Gilliam. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Buffalo. Derrick Henry crashes into the end zone for the Titans. Now they walk the throw across his body. Stephon Diggs. Fall faves made easy. That's totally Target. Back in Orchard Park, New York. Buffalo Bills enjoying a 17-7 lead over the Titans. Tennessee will get the football first. Louis Riddick, Darren Orlovsky, I'm Steve Levy, Laura Rutledge in just a bit. Bills defense held Derrick Henry to 1.5 yards per rush. As for the offense, clicking two.
They've been awesome, 234 yards. There's been no sacks, no turnovers. And we talked a little bit in the open about can they run the football? And if they're capable of doing it, what's it going to do for this vaunted pass game? Well, we saw it. That backside safety's in quarters. That's eventually going to be with the play action. His vision to step down one-on-one with that backside corner. All you got to do, Kumaro, is win. I love the ball by Josh Allen. How about this? 22 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 backs. You've got to bring 8 guys down in the box. Now a little ball fake. Beautiful protection by the offensive line. Josh Peaks opens up that void off that linebacker. Stephon steps right inside of it. And then go about the X's and O's, young man. Defense has bad eyes. Stephon Diggs keep working. Gritty in the end zone. It's been a really impressive first half by the Buffalo Bills offense.
A little gritty plus. You got something else at the end of the gritty there.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. When you have a guy like Josh Allen, if you're not getting pressure on him, like on the touchdown to Stephon Diggs down there inside the 10, you have to be very, very airtight with your assignments and your execution of those assignments, because if you're not pressuring him, he's going to eventually find the open guy. You turn open a guy like Stephon Diggs, it's going to be 6 every time. Those are the mistakes the Titans can't afford to make. That's not making them earn it. That's giving it to them.
This feels like a rather important possession, this first possession of the third quarter for Tennessee. 2 kind of adjustments were made. Son Haskins is back deep for the Titans at the goal line. Tyler Bassett put it in the air. We're underway, second half, as the first quarter continues on in Philadelphia. We go down to Laura Rutledge.
Well, Steve, Mike Vrabel just told me there's a reason we wanted the ball coming out of halftime, but he said we got to put some points on the board. He said they've done some nice things offensively, but still haven't been able to get into the right rhythm because of penalties and some injuries. He also said want to get Derrick Henry more involved, but it's about calling the right plays to get to the right parts of the field for Derrick to work his magic. Also want to tell you guys the injured Bills player, Dane Jackson, the ambulance carrying him has yet to leave the stadium. We'll keep you updated there.
Thank you, Laura. Really tough to watch that end of the second quarter. First down and 10 for the Titans for 25. Tannehill comes out throwing and juggled, and it goes incomplete. Wanted Austin Hooper, the tight end. Kaiir Elam had the coverage for Buffalo.
I think the challenge for Tennessee right now is don't chase explosive plays. And that's difficult down 10 on the road versus a dynamic offense. But don't get discouraged running the football. You're playing with a backup left tackle and a rookie right tackle. It's challenging. You're going to have to lean on Derrick Henry big time. Don't chase these explosives.
Phillips in motion. Tannehill zips one across, and it's caught. Robert Woods Another catch for him, good for 17. He was so beloved with the Rams a season ago. Doing some good things for the Titans here.
Yeah, you see him with that cut split, narrow split. He's going to run the intermediate crosser. You see Kaiir Elam. He's just too far off of him. He's got to try and chase that down, top down, outside in, and just run it down. But that's what you got to do to get Robert Woods going, because that's what he has been used to his entire career.
Just beyond the 40. Give it to Derrick Henry and down to Laura.
Steve, the Bills are taking Dane Jackson to ECMC Hospital. He will have x-rays, CAT scans, being evaluated for a neck injury. The good news is full movement in his extremities. That's the report from the Bills doctor.
You have a bit of a relationship with him. He's a pit guy, obviously.
Yeah, that's absolutely. When we came here last year, he ran up to me immediately on the field when we were watching practice. Great young man, great demeanor, has earned everything he's gotten. It's good to hear some positivity.
Henry on 2nd and 7. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 4th time tonight, Henry's been stopped for no gain or a loss. Tremaine Edmonds makes the stop.
Oh, it's another unblocked defender. That's really what's hurting this offense, is these negative plays. And now we're living in 3rd and 7 if you're Tennessee offensively. That's where they've been all evening. The lack of the proper spot and going to the right guys hurt them.
And you continue to see this defensive line hold up against the double teams inside, hold the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds, Milano flying downhill, making